A couple weeks ago, you were talking about confidence when handling the puck, and you were saying Kessel seems to be the only guy who visualizes goals when he shoots, but it looks a lot more like players are shooting with confidence, visualizing plays, visualizing goals. Do you see that as well?
Yeah, I think a lot of that is from Phil is rubbed off on guys. When just like for Washington, having someone like Ovechkin and the way he plays makes everybody else that much more dangerous too. When you see a confident player, it often rubs off on the rest of your team when you have a star player like that. Ovechkin's playing with some real studs too. There's a big difference between Phil and the skill that's around him as to. But what I'm saying though is the confidence that those guys shoot. They think they're going to score every shift can have a positive effect on your team.
It was a tough start to the game. The delay of game for Vesa.
Well, I haven't seen that called in this league. I can't remember the last time I saw that penalty called. And I don't know what Vesa's supposed to do when Ovechkin's standing right over top of him. But the referee came on back later and said he made a mistake on that. He shouldn't have called that. And, it got them off to the right kind of start. And then they made an unbelievable play on their second goal and could have probably had a couple more. Unfortunately, Vesa had his A game tonight, especially on a couple of those breakaways where we lost sight of people, were caught focusing on the puck and not watching where they're a tough team to play any night. And, the defense, they're capable of making long passes. A guy's here 1 second, you look, and he's not there. He's on the other side of you. They're a really tough team to play.
Before Vesa makes couple of those big saves, I'll send him to keep you guys in the game. After the second goal, are you all thinking, maybe I'm going to have to change the goal to change momentum?
No, I never thought that at all. No, not at all. If Vesa if the third goal was a shot from the red line that went in, yeah, you would do something. But Vesa made all the saves when we needed them. Got us out of the first period, and from that point on, we outscored them 6-1. So that's pretty, at least from our point of view, a pretty dominating effort. We took advantage of maybe them being a little tired. Again, though, we needed Vesa to come up big but we wanted to play them as aggressive as possible, and that means they're going to get some scoring chances while we work hard to create them. We weren't going to skate backwards against this team, and tonight it worked just like it did the last game.
Ron, Matt's been scoring more often this season than he has in the past. Do you attribute most of that to playing with Phil, or is there something he's done?
Well, part of it, getting power play time, going to the net. The first period we had 3 2-on-1s where we passed rather than shoot, and that's all we talked about going into the second period. I've never seen someone score by not shooting a puck at the net. Although occasionally one, you might fire one off the glass that goes in, but you have a 2-on-1 and you don't shoot the puck, there's no way you're going to get a goal out of it. So thank God Phil took a shot in a situation and it bounced our way and we scored on a rebound, and that just kind of got us going. Shooting the puck we talk about having a shoot-first mentality. We don't have the absolute skill that Washington has, so our attention to detail has to be so much stronger than what Washington would be paying attention to. And I'm talking having our sticks in the right position, knowing where they are at all times. I don't think they're worried about, at any point in a game, about defending. They're thinking about scoring the next goal. And we have to kind of do a little bit of both.
No sooner does Washington get to be first overall than Carolina gives them a tough time last night, you guys tonight. Does that speak to how
they're first overall? That doesn't mean that that once you get to first overall, you're never going to lose a hockey game again. It doesn't matter who you play. It's, we're playing the Islanders and they're dead tired, and you score a goal 4 minutes ago. That's the way this league is. I don't think anybody you could go 0-82 and have every game be tough. You could be competitive every game. This is a really tough league, and we've been playing really well as they have for the last 2-3 weeks. So there was no reason for us to be afraid of them.
But is it safe to say, on a team basis, that confidence can come to stages where a team thinks, okay, we can beat this team now at this level, but it takes a while for a team to consistently have the confidence that they can play with and beat an elite team?
Yeah, but the season's 82 games, and then you really shouldn't say anything until the last game's played and see where everybody is in the standings. That what you've done in the first month doesn't mean you're never going to not win a game all season. It's just a series of stages. Washington got off to not a great start for a team with that much talent, and they've been playing great for the last 6 weeks or so. Whether Ovechkin's in the lineup or any number of... I was glad tonight that they came with everybody but, I guess, their goalie. The strongest lineup that they've shown us this year, and we won 6-3. So it's really good for our confidence going forward.
Was the last game you played against Washington here at home, was that the turning point for kind of changing things at the Canada?
No, I personally think it was a game against the Islanders that we lost in overtime. We totally dominated the game. We came out of it realizing that every once in a while a goaltender's going to steal a game against you. Don't get discouraged by that. Just keep playing the same way. The results will be there. We can't control our results. We control our effort and the little things we do to try and get to those results. If you've done everything you could possibly do and you don't win, you shouldn't change. You just keep up with the same plan. I think that's been our approach, and it's players are starting to see some results.
How much has it been the formulation of the Primo checking line with defense pair you've been using?
Yeah, but they didn't look very good against that line tonight. That's why in the third period, if you notice, there was a staging line who played against those guys, and that line never got a chance after that. So it's going to shift night to night how well you play. You get back on your heels with those guys. It's tough to get back up on the balls of your feet. And I thought Matt, the way he was playing, I challenged those guys to go, head to head against their best line. And if we had the puck more, which we ended up doing in the third period, that it lessened the chance of us making a mistake on our end.
Why did you keep Luke out of the lineup?
Well, we have high hopes for Luke, but we think he's made a lot of mental mistakes recently. We wanted to simply hit the reset button for him. I think I have to handle Luke exactly the same way I handle lots of our other defensemen. So he's got some things he's got to work on in his game. We haven't had much opportunity in the last 10 days to practice, and I think Luke I just needed to hit his reset button, and we'll go from there.